Woo! Woo! Ah! What is going on, my fellow Reborn Knights? My name is MrKno1. In today's gameplay, we are bringing you guys a Titanfall 2 beta. This is only the second weekend that this is actually happening. Last weekend was the first weekend of this whole beta test run that Titanfall 2 has been able to put out. This is the second and final weekend. It did not go throughout the whole entire week. It only went for the weekend, so that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So today is the absolute last day to actually play this beta test before the final release on October 28th or 26th. I can't remember which exact date it was, but this gameplay we are playing Bounty. Bounty is a lot different than Pilot versus Pilot and also Hardpoint. Hardpoint, or Amped Hardpoint, is pretty much the Call of Duty version of Domination, or the Titanfall version of Domination. This one is pretty much money in the bank in a sense. For every kill you get a certain amount of cash that you need to go deposit in two different locations, both focused on the ends of the maps. So whichever spawn you go into, you're going to be facing the bank. There's only two banks on both sides of the map, and actually you could run across and go to your enemy's bank and still be able to deposit in there and still have the points go towards your team. Obviously the whole gameplay is for the fact that you want to get as much points as possible before time runs out. For every pilot you kill, I believe it's like $10 that you receive. But be careful, because once you do get killed, you also lose a portion, not everything, but you lose a portion of that bank that you've been rolling up. So you want to deposit as much as possible, as many times as possible throughout the game. Now, the only time you're able to deposit the money is after each wave, and in each of these waves is very crucial, because there's I believe grunts, specters, and AI titans coming down. The AI Titans, those have bounties on them. There's like $200. So say if, for example, your team kills a AI Titan, you get $200 going towards your bank automatically. Now, for the grunts and specters, those are up for grabs. Any team could actually kill them and still be able to get those points. And there's only like 10 points per grunt, and I believe 20 points per specter, because the specters are a little bit harder to kill than the grunts. The grunts are pretty quick and easy to kill. Not that big of a deal. You could be able to get as many points as possible from that way. But the way I like to play is go after the grunts here and there, but also focus on the enemy pilots, because not only do you get points from them, but you also steal the points. You also bring down their bankroll just a little bit before they have a chance to deposit. Now, again, like I stated before, the only time you're able to actually deposit is after these waves. And again, these waves happen periodically throughout the game, so you can't just always focus on being around the bank and then be able to, let's say, you know, constantly always deposit money into the bank account. It's really hard to keep on saying bank, 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 but it is what it is. Now, personally, this is the first time I actually played on this map. This is a brand new map that they released for this second week of the beta test, and I'm having mixed feelings about this map. First of all, the little mini map, it really does not show you anything that you want to know, because there's so many different levels on top of this map alone that it's really hard to pinpoint or accurately pinpoint where your enemy is or at, because it could either be above you or below you, and it's just really, really hard to tell. So I try not to trust the map too much like I do on most of the other games as well. This map is perfect size for big titans, I guess, if you want to go with it, because this map is extremely huge. As a matter of fact, I had to cut out a lot of the gameplay footage on this because of the fact that I spent more time running around trying to find somebody than actually shooting at somebody. So again, this map is really nice, really big for, you know, the Titan battles you're going to see towards the end of this video. But other than that, I mean, I'm not too keen on the whole, I don't know, the map is just too damn big. I mean, it follows almost directly suit with the last Titanfall game, and also with some of the other EA games as well, kind of like Battlefield. Battlefield has huge maps. This one has a huge map. Me personally, I would like to have the maps a little bit smaller, but again, I do understand why the maps are so huge. It's because of the damn Titans, and the Titans are just extremely obnoxiously big. As you can see here, you can see that I'm killing grunts. These are little small points for the grunts. So again, like I said, for every grunt you killed, you get a certain amount of money going towards your bankroll, so you could be able to deposit it later on. Again, what do I feel about this game? This game, it's fun. It's a lot different than any other game that I really played. Obviously, not as different from Titanfall, the original one, but you know, this game is starting to slowly grow on me. I mean, the first time I actually played this game, I wasn't a big fan of it. I didn't like the movement systems, but once you tinker around the whole control settings, I think you'll be able to find something you actually enjoy, and I know I did. I'm starting to get used to some of these control settings here. You can see me as playing the Titan right here. I'm not a big fan of the Titans. I don't like the Titans for some odd reason. I just don't know how to control that, I guess. I don't know how to effectively use the Titans the way, you know, a lot of other better players use them as. So I'm not a big fan of the Titans. If I do get this game, I'm going to be playing it as pilot versus pilot mostly, because I actually do like the way that PvP goes, other than this one, because I know in the last Titanfall there wasn't really that much of a game mode for just pilot versus pilot. There's always AI grunts, AI specters, AI titans, or something like that. That always kind of just like mess with my head. And this one, I actually like the whole PvP setup. So I think the connectivity is actually not that bad on this game version. I think it was alright. Big downfall still is the player invites. I do not like the way the player invites is set up. And again, we tried it again this weekend, and it's still kind of wonky. It took us forever to get into a party system, and it also took us forever just to even get in 2 games in a row. It seemed like every single time we get done with the game, we have to back out to the main lobby, re-invite, and then go back into another game just to be stuck together. If they could fix that, it'd be great. It's also, if they could fix the whole melee system, that'd be awesome, because the melee system, I hate the one punch, the one kick kill. I wish they would change that, but you know, that it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Until then, I will catch you guys later. Peace.